And I've met many government officials. They call me, they invite me. We have a lunch, we have a dinner, we have a tea. So does the UK government want to give a message that all the other governments are fools and only their intelligence is correct?
So sir, after all this has happened to you, what's your further plan of action, immediate plan of action?
Our immediate plan of action is that we are going to challenge the exclusion order of the Home Office, done by the Home Secretary, in the UK High Court. We will file a judiciary revision. What I believe, I have more faith in the judicial system rather than the politicians. I have more faith in the judicial system of India. I also have faith in the judicial system of UK rather than the politicians. And inshallah, hopefully, in the next few days, in the next week, we have hired a team, a battery of very good solicitors and a battery of lawyers, as well as QCs, known as Queen Counsels. And very shortly, within the next few days, the next couple of days, we will be filing a revision, a judicial revision. And we'll take the matter to the High Court and we'll challenge the exclusion order of the UK government. And inshallah, this order would be reversed.
Sir, you must have received, I'm sure, hundreds of phone calls and emails from the fans throughout the world. So any message for them particularly? All your fans?
Yes, you're right that I've received hundreds of phone calls in the past couple of days and thousands of emails from my fans and from different parts of the world. And many of them said that they're sad, they're angry, they want to protest. So I said, even if you want to protest, please see to it that the protest is peaceful. Don't make it violent, otherwise it will spoil the name of Islam. There are many doctors, scholars, lawyers, politicians from different parts of the world. They phoned me and they wrote emails and they said, what can we do? And they are very angry. And if you go and have a look at the website where these articles have come, mostly in the UK press, there is always on the website, there is a comment page where you can give your comments. So most of the comments, more than 95%, all of them are saying that what the UK government has done, they totally disagree with it. Because these people have seen me on the television. They said, how could they blame a person who's been speaking against terrorism, who's been speaking against violence for so many years unequivocally? So surely, if the government really goes and reads the comments of all these thousands of people, and what we feel, that if there is a protest, it should be peaceful, it should not be violent, and we should express our anger in a peaceful way.
That's a great thought, sir. So you believe that this whole exclusion order is a political decision. So any message particularly you would like to give to the UK politicians?
Yes, I do think it's a political decision. I may be wrong, I'm a human being, but that's my opinion. So what my message to the politicians of UK, whether they're Muslims or non-Muslims, this is the time of test. Whether do they support the truth or do they support a political decision. So if he is a politician in UK, whether Muslim or non-Muslim, whether belong to the ruling party or the opposition party, the truth is very evident. It is a test for them that do they support the truth or do they support the political decision so that they secure their seat.
Okay. And sir, what about the other politicians, like politicians of India and the rest of the world? What would you like to tell them in particularly?
My message to them, and I did receive many calls from politicians from India and from other parts of the world, and they said that we will get together and we will give our letter to the UK government, saying that what they have done is totally wrong. And there are many Indian politicians who phoned me, but naturally, as far as the Indian politicians are concerned, that they should write a letter or a protest against the UK government, knowing that they have called an Indian who has always been speaking against terrorism, against violence, unequivocally. And I also happen to be in the list of the 100 most influential or powerful people in India. They ranked me last year 82 and this year 89th in the list. And last year I was third on the top 10 spiritual gurus, and this year I was on top. So maligning an Indian who speaks against violence and against terrorism, to say that he's promoting terrorism, it is an insult for the Indian government. So surely I believe that very shortly the Indian government should write a letter of protest that what they have done is wrong, and they should write a protest that they should reverse the decision of the exclusion of mine to UK.
So that's a very thoughtful thought. And sir, thank you so much for your time. That was my last question of the evening. And that was Dr. Zakir Naik. And he's pretty much answered all the questions put in front of him. And it's